Hello, welcome to 2Shakes profile setup video. When you get started with 2Shakes, just come to the logon page, put in your email address, your password, and then click on the login button. The first time you log in, you'll be taken to the profile page to set up details about your company. You can use the NZBN Companies Office to search if your company is, or if you work as a limited company. Otherwise, you can enter your details into the screen here and the details of the account administrator. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All my details are entered in now. Under the account administrator, I put my name and also my mobile phone number as well, because I'm going to be the primary account holder of this account with 2Shakes. I need to make sure that I'm happy with the terms of service and privacy policy, and I could click on a link here and view those on 2Shakes website. Once I'm happy with those, I'll accept those and save it. That's pretty much everything I need to do to get ready to sign up a client, but I have other options to add more customization. Firstly, branding. Let's have a look. In branding, I can load up a logo of my company. I can also load up an image to show on the footer of the email that goes out with a signed agreement to my clients. I can also enter here any social media links that I want to show as well. I can put in my LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter profiles here. You can also add in a description of your business that you want to appear on the email as well. I'm going to just put in a little description about Utters Books there. That's my branding. I'm going to save that. The next screen allows me to put in information about the services and fees that I provide. We've got a list here, a default list that will appear on your sign up form. Again, every time you sign someone up, you can select from this list with your client which services you'll provide for them specifically. This is more of a generic list for you of all the things that you do. You can deselect anything on here that you don't offer. You could deselect all of these services as well if you wanted to add your own personal list of services. You can also here add in some description text around your fees, which again you can customize for each individual client that you work with. So we've done branding, we've done services and fees. The next one is authorities. We require you to enter some information for the types of authorities for the organisations you want to represent your clients with. Firstly, IR, you need to put in the IRD number of your organisation. For Companies Office, you need to provide the details of the account holder for Utters Book that you have already set up with Companies Office. So we need the position of the account holder. You need to confirm the statement. You need to put your mobile phone number in so that you can digitally sign here as well. Once you send the code, will be sent through to your mobile phone. Just enter that code in, 146917, and then you can sign either by typing your name, uploading a scanned image, or signing on screen. Once all that's done, just click on the Get Authorised button. The system will take you to the NZBN website and allow you to log on with your Companies Office logon using RealMe. Put your username and password in for Companies Office. Click on the Login button and you'll be taken to the page. that asks you to grant permission to the 2Shake system for you to send authorities from 2Shakes to Companies Office for your clients. Once that's done, you come back to your 2Shakes authority page and you can see that the authorization has been set up. Similarly, you can do the same thing if you use Xero Practice Manager or Workflow Max. We need to link the two systems together. Again, click on the Get Authorized button, and again it's going to take you to Workflow Max and ask you to enter your logon details. Workflow Max or Practice Manager, that will take you there. We'll ask you to enter your details in. If you log on, it will take you to the screen, and again it's saying for 2Shakes Limited, authorise access from 2Shakes into Workflow Max or Practice Manager. This just allows 2Shakes to update new client details directly into your Xero Practice Manager or Workflow Max product. So I'm going to authorise that as well. And again, it takes me back afterwards and shows me that I've got the green tick, which means that all those authorities are set up. That's the authorities. Next is terms and conditions. We have two sets of terms and conditions you can use. The standard terms and conditions, which are based on the NZBAI conditions, are preloaded into 2Shakes. You can change anything that you like here, add extra text, or change the formatting of this text as you wish. We also offer you the ability to have alternative terms and conditions. For example, if you use separate conditions for bookkeeping from accounting, or separate terms and conditions from normal day-to-day work versus training, you can enter in your alternative conditions here. Lastly, the users section allows you to select or enter the details of any other staff members who you want to log on and do work at your firm. Just click on the add button and you can enter their details in there. Finally, the review section just lets you check all the information that you've put in and how it looks. You can double check that everything looks correct. Shows you the description that I've put in, all the services I put in, the amount, the staff, the standard terms and conditions, the alternative terms and conditions, and then you can see a sort of a sample of what the email will look like that will be sent out to your client with your authority signed up authority form attached. So you can see here the name of the client, all the details here, the text that I put in, the social media, and the email. There's also a button here, preview agreement. If I click on that button, you can see a draft of what the agreement would look like. So you can give you a chance to sort of check that everything's looking as you would expect it to look. And that's done. Now we're ready to sign up our first client.